Welcome to the Record Machine Show podcast. And now, here's your host, James Michael Hollenstein.
We are excited to unveil today's program, which includes an interview with Billy X. Wilder, a talented singer, songwriter, and producer from New York. His music is characterized by a unique blend of rock styles from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, complemented by a modern twist. To start our show, we are pleased to share the song, Turn It Up. You have just enjoyed Turn It Up by Billy X. Wilder, and I'm excited to have him on the line for an interview. So how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. We're out here making music, putting things together, trying to shoot for the moon.
Yeah, where are you calling from today?
Calling from Western Massachusetts, Berkshire, Massachusetts, Great Barrington area. Actually, we're in Sheffield. Sheffield.
Oh, yeah? Where are you from originally?
Originally from Mamaroneck, New York.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah. But I always had roots up here in Western Mass, and after some time in New York, I kind of decided to move up here to be able to set up the music shop and production facility.
Mm-hmm. New York, is that like the upstate part of it?
No, when I said New York, I meant like New York City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I lived there for a while.
Awesome. So tell me about your musical background. When did you first get involved in music?
I got involved in music from a young age. Started playing drums and guitar, and then doing some recording stuff as I was a teenager. And then just started putting it together. And then had different groups over the years, and then kind of explored different genres, but always went back to rock. And that's what this project is. It's just like the first rock project that I've decided to produce myself and really dive into.
Awesome. Who are some of your biggest musical influences, and how have they impacted your style and sound, would you say?
That's a good question. I would say, like, my influences, some of them are, I don't want to say basic, but they're just, a lot of people like the same stuff. Like, I'm not a big, I know some deep cuts and some obscure things as well, but I really love just like AC/DC, Aerosmith, used to listen to a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers, Prince, Rick James, James Brown. Who else? Like, I'm trying to think. Those are some. Joan Jett. Just like the Clash actually is a huge one too. So those are like my favorite groups. And I try to they've influenced me because I like writing creative songs on instruments and producing with instruments. Like I used to do different stuff that was electronic, and but I play a lot of instruments. So this project, I played all the instruments on this project, in the studio at least.
Mm-hmm. Now, the bands that you had just mentioned, were those bands that you grew up, like maybe your parents were playing and turned you on to that, or it was just something you found on your own?
A little bit. I got like a CD. A family member burned me a CD when I was really young, and it had like Metallica on it, Aerosmith, Godsmack, Korn, kind of like heavy. Cause I think for some reason I've been like, I want heavy metal. Give me like metal. Mm-hmm. And then I just got into that. That was my first love, was metal and rock. And then as I got a little older, I still listen to metal, but the kind of rock with the pop centric elements has been what has stuck most.
Nice. Now tell me about your band. When did you guys form, and who were the players? So
there's quite a few players in the live band, but when it comes to writing the music, recording the music, and really what the project is, from a creative standpoint, it's mostly just me. I co-write with some people, but when it comes to producing the records, I'm doing the drums, I'm doing the bass, doing the guitar, doing the vocals. Sometimes people, I'm not against recording with other people, mm-hmm. but it's just selective at this point. So I'm not going in the studio and recording with a full band. Mm-hmm. I'm producing the whole thing with doing like the drum tracks and it's like composing on the instruments. And then live I've got a great drummer, a great bass player, just a couple of guitar players and some background singers, and they really rock. It's the Billy X Wilder band. Yeah. Live band, should I say.
Yeah, I read in your bio you use like a 6-piece band, right?
And we've been doing that, yeah. When it says 6-piece, plus me 7, like if you count 2 background singers as, that, so it's like really like 5 plus 2 background singers, but we could pare it down depending on the show. Mm-hmm. But ideally we want it to be, that's the full kind of organic lineup. We also sometimes use certain playback tracks, like if we and kind of incorporate that into the sound, which means we don't need as many musicians, but if we can, it's great to do all 7 of us.
Mm-hmm. And they come with you to every city that you go to when you do shows?
Well, we've just been building. This project really got launched in September. Mm-hmm. So we've just been building locally, and we haven't really played anywhere too far outside of the radius of Western Massachusetts and upstate New York right now. But we're working on that. We definitely want to go on tour, and that's the dream.
Awesome. This podcast showcases 2 of your songs, Turn It Up and Rodeo Queen. What's the story behind the songs?
So it's a good question. We played a rodeo last year in Goshen, Connecticut. Mm-hmm. And I think just the Rodeo Queen, just the word has a nice roll. And there were some pretty cool rodeo queens riding on the horses and stuff. And it was just an inspirational experience being there and seeing all that cool energy and culture. Mm-hmm. So just kind of tried to write a song about it, and that's what came out. Turn It Up is another one that was kind of just a similar vibe. It was like writing it in the spring of last year. And then what happened was I recorded this full album basically. And then I've been like, I don't know, I just released this week remastered or radio edit version of Turn It Up, which is like I mixed it better. I've been really stepping up. Like if you listen to that version, it's the same song, mm-hmm. but there was one version that came out maybe in like October or something like that, or November, and then there's one that I just dropped now, and you'll hear the difference. I started to mix the records just like in a way that is more modern. I wasn't doing that. The original ones were kind of like more raw and just like unprocessed.
Okay.
But I've been taking the songs and remastering them. And so you should definitely check out the new version of Turn It Up. It just dropped on Spotify.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that on YouTube as well?
Yeah, it should be on YouTube. It should be on YouTube because it automatically goes up. If you type in, let's see, looking up right now, Turn It Up, Billy X Wilder. Yep, it's up there.
Awesome.
And I even just dropped a visualizer as well.
Very cool. Now, how do you approach songwriting, and what do you think makes a great song?
It's a good question. Sometimes the music comes first. Sometimes I just compose instruments like electric guitar and come up with a kind of arrangement, and then like usually add the drums on it, and then the bass, and then would kind of like write lyrics to that, almost like making a beat. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes just sit with the acoustic guitar or electric guitar and just write with the guitar like that, and then bring it to the recording side later. So it just depends. I've been trying to get sometimes not have to be involving a screen to create a song, but sometimes it doesn't matter. More often than not, I do that. I jump right to recording and then I write the lyrics later, but it all depends. It can go either way.
Awesome. Can you tell me about any upcoming projects or releases that you're excited about?
Yeah, I'm currently recording another album, which I'm trying to get everything, or at least an EP. It's like another 5 or 6 songs that I'm getting ready right now, and that'll probably drop right before summer. But then next week, probably next Thursday, there's going to be a remastered version of Dreamin' Country, which sounds amazing. It's like an alternate version of the song Dreamin' Country. And then I'm pretty much going to be dropping a song every week or two indefinitely right now. So I'm kind of firing from the hip. I'm putting together a production method where I can pull these songs together and mix and master them quickly at a really high quality. So I want to just put a lot of music out.
Awesome. Having had the opportunity to work alongside renowned figures in the industry like David Spinoza and Bob Power, what were those experiences like for you?
So working with the first one, I mean, Spinoza was amazing. He's a good friend of mine. He lives up nearby. I met him at a show and convinced him to help me work on this album. And I just really learned a lot about music from him. He just kind of showed me how you can really on a musical level get the harmonies together. How when you're doing multi-track, like if you're not recording all together with a live band, how you need to think about the different parts so you make it sound natural. Mm-hmm. And he just really showed me some tricks. You know, the guy's got hit records, classic records. Like he's worked with more of the Beatles than I think he's worked with like 2 or 3 of the Beatles. He produced for James Taylor. He's done so much. Linda Ronstadt, like there's so many legendary artists and songs he's been a part of. So just working with someone like that, it was a dream. And he's still a good friend of mine. And we still work together. I've just been, this winter I've been doing stuff a little bit more on my own because we just produced he co-produced the Dreamin' Country album with me. And now some of the songs I'm remixing and remastering, but yeah, that was an amazing experience. And then Bob Powers was amazing. I took a class with him when I was younger, like a recording class, and he just showed me a lot of tricks, and then I saw how he mastered. He invited me to his mastering studio. He had a wing at the Hit Factory, I think, or one of these studios in Manhattan, in like Midtown. And he was just doing mastering there, and it was like his private room, but it was pretty bare bones. And there was a brick wall behind him, and he was just listening real quiet on these speakers and had this huge rack of outboard hardware equipment. And I was just like, damn, this dude knows his stuff, man. Like he mixing like so quiet. And I just realized, wow, that's what you got to have those, you got to know those numbers, those concepts of audio production to apply them. So that was a different kind of experience. Spinoza was more like revolutionized how I look at music and harmony and the music itself, whereas Bob Powers was more of like a musical guy, but also more technical on the recording side of things. So it's been cool to work with both of them.
Awesome. Do you got any shows coming up that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I got a show coming up in Woodstock, New York.
Okay.
On March 28th at Tinker Tavern. It's really fun. We played there a couple weeks ago, and it was a blast. It was like a packed house. Everyone was dancing. It was a really, really fun show. So that's coming up. And then June 5th, actually, I'm not supposed to announce this yet. They haven't announced it. But there's going to be, just check out Goshen Stampede Rodeo, and you will find that we are part of that. I don't want to get upset them if they hear this.
Right.
But, or maybe they said not to post on social media. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's helping. Come to Goshen. We're playing the first Friday of Goshen Stampede. It's going to be amazing. It's a rodeo event in Goshen, Connecticut. It's awesome. So we're doing that. We have this gig March 28th, and we're actively booking. I'm trying to do something up in Sheffield, Mass soon. And then, we're interested in playing in New Jersey. We're interested in playing in Connecticut, playing really anywhere if it makes sense. So we're ready to book.
Yeah, you got to come down to Myrtle Beach, man.
Yeah, I would love to. That'd be awesome.
That's
where you are?
Yeah. You got the House of Blues here, and the Bowery is another club, the Alabama Theater, and the Carolina Opry. Those are all the big places that you would probably be able to do a show at.
Yeah, we would love to play. We'll chat more or whatever, or if you email, and I'd love to follow up on some of those places you just mentioned, because we would love to come down south where we're at and come and rock the house, man. Myrtle Beach sounds awesome. Always wanted to go.
Yeah, I'll send you. I think I have a couple of contacts, like information where you could send inquiries about playing certain venues. So
that'd be amazing.
I'll email you that. So, what can the fans expect when they go to see a Billy X Wilder show?
You're gonna just see a really great American rock band. That's what it is. It's like I've been trying to figure that out too. What's the culture? Like it's you go to a jam band concert, there's a culture like that. You go to like a TikTok star culture, it's culture like that. Those are two different ends of the spectrum. So it's like, what's our thing going to be? And I asked somebody at the show, I was like the first show we played in Hudson about a month ago, I was like, what do you think what would you say the culture? I was like, we're just trying to find out what the kind of culture identity is going to be behind our show. Because he's a great American rock band, man. And I was like, all right, yeah, I like that, right? It's just we're just an American rock band, It's like, and that's most of my roots in music. And it's not really indie rock. It's not really alternative. It's not punk. It's not metal. It's a little of all those things. It's not R&B. It's a little of that. It's really just rock. It's like American rock, and particularly maybe like 70s, 80s, and 90s, even 2000s. The thing is, I like all those decades, but I love like rock music, like just as that genre. Like, you know what I mean? I guess you could call Aerosmith hard rock or arena rock. So maybe that's where I wanted to go in that direction. But just real like a great American rock band. So that's what you're going to get at the show. You're going to get ripping guitar solos. You're going to get harmonies. If you know the songs, you're going to sing along and dance. And that's the goal, to sing along, dance, drink, have a good time, and just see something that's like more rare these days. Just a big vibe on stage, something that not a lot of people can do anymore.
Where can the listeners go to learn more about you?
The best source of content and information would be on my Instagram. That was connected to the Facebook. That's just like I post updates and stories. I'm on TikTok as well, which I post. It's kind of fun stuff. And then if you want to stay on top of new releases, Spotify or YouTube. But if you follow me in any platform of those platforms I mentioned, you're gonna be in the know, but definitely go over there, follow me on Spotify and Instagram, and that's how you can just either Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you use. And if you don't have any of those, you can stream it on YouTube.
Awesome. Is there anything you'd like to mention that we didn't talk about today?
I'm just stoked for opportunities to come and to share music with people. Mm-hmm. And really want to get on the road. We really want to reach out, and we want to give people a good time. So, yeah, that's it. And we're just excited for what's to come.
Awesome. Well, Billy, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out and chatting with me today. It's been a pleasure. I think you got a good thing going there. You're very talented, and I'm looking forward to hearing more great stuff from you in the future. I
appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show.
And you're welcome to come back any time. And so let's stay in touch, all right?
We'll stay in touch. Yeah, man. Sounds great.
All right, man. You have a great day, all right?
All right. Likewise. Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you go. Another great show in the books. I want to thank Billy for stopping by. It was a pleasure chatting with you today. And as always, as our tradition, we conclude the show with a song. So I give you Rodeo Queen.
American girl turned rodeo queen, riding for the money, just living the dream. Spin me all night like the merry-go-round, singing like a guitar, playing that sound, singing breathe, baby. Love is all we need, yeah. If you believe, baby, in the land of the take my hand, let's fly away. Take my hand, let's fly away. Let our troubles disappear. She's my rodeo queen, little white tank, it's a beat up chains, bareback riding all around that ring. She's my rodeo queen. She's my rodeo queen. Baddest bitch loves pizzas and cream. Loving on you's the American dream. She's my rodeo queen. She's my rodeo queen. Yeah, she's a rodeo. She's my backwoods baby, loving her on the daily. Drive me a little crazy, but that's okay, cause I'm long 10 legs. I swear they're gonna save me. Might give her a baby, got really low praising, but I can't fake it. She's bad and she know how to take it. She rides like the daughter of Satan, but she smiles like a God-given angel. Oh yeah. So take my hand, let's fly away. Take my hand, let's fly away. Let our troubles disappear. She's my rodeo queen, little white tank, it's a beat up chains, bareback riding all around that ring. She's my rodeo queen. She's my rodeo queen. Baddest bitch loves pizzas and cream. Loving on you's the American dream. She's my rodeo queen. She's my rodeo queen. Little white tank, it's a beat up chains, bareback riding all around that ring. She's my rodeo queen. She's my rodeo queen. Baddest bitch loves pizzas and cream. Loving on you's the American dream. She's my rodeo queen. She's my rodeo queen. Yeah, she's a rodeo queen. She's my rodeo queen. Yeah, she's a rodeo queen.
The Record Machine Show is a weekly radio podcast produced by Jimmy Howell Productions. All rights reserved. For information regarding distribution or adding this podcast to your website, please visit our contact page at therecordmachineshow.com to submit your request. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Record Machine Show.
The Record Machine Show.